I know everyone's excited. It was a great pleasure to hear John, but we've got some other equally exciting things to equate this evening. I'd like to introduce, thank you for your attention, our European editor, Roger Voss, who will bring our Wine Star Winemaker of the Year to the stage. Roger?
Good evening. Jean-Baptiste Lecaillon is at the same time innovator and guardian of tradition. Cellar master and vice president of Louis Roederer and the master blender behind the Cristal champagne you have in your glasses now. He's one of a handful of winemakers and vineyard directors in Champagne who are changing the way champagne is produced and how it sees itself. In his quest for the future, he's headed back, armed with modern knowledge, to the origins of Louis Roederer's champagnes. When I visited his office in Reims last fall, it was filled with the harvest records of Louis Roederer since 1832. He said to me, "Our ancestors looked for ripe grapes to make wines first, champagne second. That is my aim today." Lecaillon is a native of Reims and has spent all his working life at Louis Roederer. His quiet energy and ability to think for the long term have given him a special authority in the world of champagne cellar masters. Hear what he says, drink what he produces, and you understand the future of champagne.
The genius of Louis Roederer's wine begins with a unique 240-hectare estate located among the finest slopes and most expressive terroirs of Champagne. Ever since 1776, 7 generations of the family have continued to invest in specific parcels of land chosen for their great potential to produce highly expressive wines.
When I joined Louis Roederer 27 years ago, I quickly realized that I had a duty on this estate, a responsibility to practice the most advanced viticulture possible, as well as the finest, high-definition winemaking. This tradition is important to Louis Roederer. It comes from our roots. But I also believe that creativity and innovations are essential. Day after day, I have to make our craft more precise, more evident, which means I must innovate, take risks. I must dig deep into our roots to read and read a lot, to test and test a lot. A new wine appears and everything can change. Drinking champagne Louis Roederer is indeed a contemplation of history. 240 years of constant striving for perfection. This really is time in a bottle. By giving the wine room to breathe, at the right temperature, and if possible in large wine glasses, you can complete the circle and make the perfect moment.
À votre santé.
And now I have the great honor to present the 2015 Wine Enthusiast Wine Star for Winemaker of the Year to Jean-Baptiste Lecaillon.
Thank you very much. As you know, in Champagne, we are used to pressure, the bubbles you see in the bottle. But today, with John, legend himself, introducing the awards, and Jean-Charles, I'm very much under pressure, maybe 8 to 10 kilos per bottle. Usually, champagne is about 6, but I'm very happy tonight because all the piano I have are on your table. All the magnums of Cristal 2006 are my piano. It's a great honor to be here tonight, to be the 2015 Wine Enthusiast Snowzilla Winemaker of the Year. It's been a little bit difficult to reach in. We got in, we're happy to be there, and it's important for us because it's the results of many years. We have been, let's remember that Roederer was European Winery of the Year 10 years ago. So it shows that we go in the right direction. I want to thank, of course, my team, my fantastic team in the vineyards or in the cellars. They all deserve a part of this award. And I want to thank my family, my warmest thanks to my family, my parents that are responsible for what I am today. My dear wife, my first fan and supporter for 30 years now. And she's here tonight. Louis Roederer, as you know, is a family, one of the last family traditional champagne house created back in the 18th century. 240 years of history is the reality of Louis Roederer, and it is today family owned, of course, and still family managed. And I want to thank my friend Frédéric Rousseau, president of Louis Roederer and 7th generation owner of the house, and his father, Jean-Claude Rousseau, who is a great man that had the good taste to detect me and hire me a few decades ago. Maybe there is a little bit of crystal taste at that time already. That was not in the bottle yet, but now it is. I want to thank also all the people at Maison Marque et Domaine, our importer in the US. They do a terrific job. Guys, you are the best. And a few words about the new revolution that is happening in Champagne today and that Roederer has been leading. You know, there are more and more wines in Champagne today that are terroir-driven. Some experts say today that Champagne is perhaps the new Burgundy. Jean-Charles will not be very upset, but Burgundy and Champagne were very close. We have the same, almost the same climates and the same grape varieties. So thank you very much and enjoy this Cristal 2006.